we're online. Hello, good morning from Australia. This is Tarot with Isabel, the Wisdom and Truth channel. And today I want to come on here and do something different. Normally I do live readings for just people in the chat that just send me a question and we just go through a lot of that. But today I want to do a collective reading. And the reason for that, I've done that in the past, but the reason for that is that I'm feeling, obviously I'm listening to other tarot readers, channelers, other people that do these astrologers, obviously, and people that do sort of future predictions by all kinds of means. I have people that are, look at the economic numbers, others look at the political things in a very scientific way, so not just like with energetic work. And normally all these predictions are very diverse, people predicting lots of things, and most of it never happens. But recently I've been seeing that the predictions have more and more sort of come to be very alike, despite where they're coming from. Okay, someone who looks at the financial markets and the numbers and everything, and he comes from that side and does world predictions, is very close to the person that comes from the astrological sides and looks at the planets and the constellation, and they meet on quite a lot of points. So I've been thinking, okay, and it's sort of condensed down to big changes within the next 6 months. Okay, till the end of January 2025, there seems to be a huge number of events going down, or just washing over us. It's almost like a tsunami of events. And I've even seen a few people that have closed their channels or taken a time out because they're like, you can't even predict all of what's going to happen. It's going to be in such a quick succession, and it's going to be so chaotic and so all over the place. So, not saying that to, instigate any kind of fear. We all have to be clear that we have to stay safe and secured in the cosmic energies, in God, whatever you call it. You're protected, and we will have to get through that somehow. And these big changes are never comfortable, but what comes after seems to be a lot better than what we have now. And by God, would we need things to get better? Because the way it is now, the craziness, the split between people and society, and just one human to the other, there's such a big gap that's been deliberately put there, I feel, between countries, between neighbors even, between politician or political views, It's been trying to instigate hatred, fear, opposition, arguments, conflict everywhere. And I feel it's been done deliberately by the people in charge, because they fear the big changes too. Because I feel it's something that, yes, they want to have a change, but I feel there's a bigger change coming, a cosmic change. And that is sort of, people say, orchestrated from outside. It's not the people that are in charge here on Earth, but it's the people, or it's the energies, the godly energies, the cosmic energies, the planetary energies that are all sort of pushing us towards this, let's say, bottleneck, to then, release us in a way from this confined energy we've been living in for quite a long time. Okay, so what I want to do is, because I've been asking things, obviously, in my readings that I do privately, been asking myself a lot, like, what's going to happen, collectively. But I've seen very diverse answers coming, very, very extreme. Like, it looks like some people aren't really affected and others will be very much. Within the same time span, maybe even in the same area. So what I want to do now is really ask month by month and do specific questions of what I sort of gathered from all the people that are doing these future, looks into the future, and ask very specifically, because I feel we will get better answers. It's not going to be a very long reading, but I wanted to just come on here and have a go with it. For the next 6 months, I'm going to be month by month and really asking specific question, and let's see if we get any kind of confirmation answers, or maybe even, telling us that it's not going to happen like that, or the energies aren't like that. I would be very happy if it's not, but we'll see. I'm going to switch the camera so that we can, you can see me and the table or the cards. So first, it's a really like end of the world kind of day in Australia. It's raining, it's dark, it's very dreary. So I'm like, this is exactly the day to ask these questions. So let's still stay in August. I know we have August 14, okay, it's the middle of the month. But from what I'm hearing, that this week is already starting, or there's big things starting in this week and until the end of the month. So tomorrow we have Mars squaring Saturn, which is a very difficult constellation, and I think from then on there's like one after the other till the end of the month. So we're asking August, and from what I'm seeing, August could be a very controversial month in people being very charged, maybe even nations very charged, where there could be conflict in political areas. So some see it, the US, the Democrats have their convention. So it is asked, will there be a lot of discord there, or disagreements, and maybe unexpected candidates emerging? Let's see if we can see something about, I'm getting another card, about the month of August. Okay, what are we having here? The aspirant, ambition, diligence, setbacks. Okay, to me it's exactly, that's the candidate. Okay, so there's someone aspiring to be, they have an ambition, but we see setback too. So to me that is the confirmation, exactly what I was saying, the candidates. Okay, so the Democrat convention, there's going to be a setback in the candidacy. So I feel there's someone else going to be nominated here that maybe we haven't expected, or that hasn't been sort of on the political plane yet, or in the political focus. The forest, that's also to me, the forest is something that's also has these kind of very deep-seating fears. Okay, it's very dark. Like, think back in the day, the forest, there were dangerous animals. You needed to find shelter. You needed to protect yourself. So I feel there is something that is quite gloomy. That we need, and the fall. And to me, the fall definitely is the fall of a candidate that we're seeing here. And maybe even the forest. So there is something going on behind the scenes that we don't know, that we're probably not going to be made aware of. So I don't know how open this convention is going to be. I never watch things like that, so I don't know if everything is going to be broadcast, or do they have, or I guess they will have a lot of, discussions behind closed doors. I would assume, I don't know. So, in August, we're going to see the fall of a candidate. Justice. Okay, so there could be something of a legal decision here that makes an impact. Okay, and by, as I'm saying, fall of a candidate, it doesn't have to be the Democrats. Okay, I'm just saying there is the Democratic convention here. We don't know. But with justice, I'm feeling that could be also a big, doesn't have to be related, okay? We'll just look in August. But I'm feeling with the justice here and the Page of Wands. Okay, so that's the aspirant. The Page of Wands is really the person that wants to be candidate, that's looking for a, that's motivated for this new chapter. I'm sorry. Almost not coming out, eh? And I'm thinking here with the Justice card, that could be literally a legal thing, a verdict of some kind, or a decision of some kind. It doesn't have to be, in front of court, obviously. It's just the symbol of, someone making a decision over someone else. Okay, the Emperor. Interesting. So that, to me, is that someone else is getting empowered here. So this could be by the fall of this candidate, the other candidate gets empowered. Nine of Cups and the Tower. Ooh, yes. So, we don't have to really, I literally just said it, the fall of a candidate, and that is what we're seeing here. Okay, the fall of a candidate, and interestingly the Nine of Cups, because that's the aspiration, that's this wanting a lot, being very proud of achievements. So I feel that's what we're seeing here. That's the ambition, the goal to become this like very abundant kind of person, and we see the fall here. Okay, so to me that's a very much confirmation. In August we're going to see the fall of a US candidate here. Sometimes, okay, because I have, obviously, if I do these world predictions, then I pre-assign countries. Okay, the Nine of Cups, for example, the Nine of Cups to me is the US. Okay, because that's this like, look what we've got, look where we come, look, it's this a little bit of a very proud, very, show off kind of card. No offense, no offense meant. But this to me is my pre-selected card for the US. So another confirmation. I just remember when I was saying it. But the Emperor is a card for China for me. Because like we the Emperor of China, that's this like common sort of terminology, although it's not, this is like back in the day. But I don't know if this actually means that China is going to be here, I don't know, mingling in the things. You never know, might be. They have like, they are a big player on the world stage, and do not be fooled by thinking, oh, they're the sort of the they are the bad guys. They, in an international thing, they all have the treaties, they all talk about things that the public is not supposed to know. So I don't know, but this could be either another candidate being well sort of empowered by this take out or take over. But we're definitely seeing, to me it's definitely confirmed, August we're going to see the fall of one of the US candidates in whatever shape or form. Interesting. Strong stuff, eh? So, then we have September. I do not really see a lot of things happening in September. So September seems to be like full of small events, but also, maybe there's, from what I understand, or what a lot of people say is, things are going to heat up. There's nothing that's really, immensely significant happen, but we see a lot of small things sort of building up to something. To October, and we're gonna I'm gonna ask when we hit October, we're gonna see. Okay, so that was interesting. Okay, I'm getting an idea of changing the deck. September. Okay, let's see what we're getting. 1, 2, 3, oops, 4. Well, what are we gonna see on the world stage in September? Mind you, we have still a lot of things going on. Okay, there's the Middle East, there's the riots in England, there is obviously then the campaign, election campaign in the US. Okay, we're going to take that as well. There's a lot of things ongoing, but we don't know what we're going to see. Okay, the desert. Interesting. Okay, yes. Is there something happening in the desert? To me, the desert is the Middle East. Sorry, that's just my my intuition here. So there could be things starting in the Middle East. The Two of Pentacles also is a card of, that's what I was just saying again, being very busy. So a lot of things happening that people need to, here and there, they're really sort of have to be sort of constantly following the news or so, or whatever outlets you're following, to actually get a scope of what all is happening. But it's all going to be like very volatile. We see that here. Like quite up and down. Could be the markets. We have the money. Okay, we have a money symbol here as well. So this could be a very volatile financial markets. What are we having? The Dancer, self-expression, strength. But look at this with the Dancer. To me, again, this is volatility. Look at this. You're back and forth and up and down, absolutely seeing that. Also, the Dancer has the element of, let me think, the element of earth. Okay, money again. Am I right? I'm never good with these. Yeah. No, that's water element. Okay, so fluid, yes. So, but we see the water here as well, and the desert, so no water. Interesting. But to me, that could be, so from on the one hand, this could be also like the oil producing countries, that they're doing something to, up the oil price or whatever it is. We see a lot of volatility, a lot of people pushing and shoving in the financial markets. The Adventurer, responsibility, expectations. To me, to be honest, I'm going more for the visuality, because look at that, we have a volcano here. We have a volcano, and we have a very distinct sort of moon kind of phase. It's almost like an eclipse that we're having. But from what I remember, the eclipses start in October, I think. But, so this could be something. because I'm not going by to me, I don't think that's really the significant thing. To me, it's the volcano. So we could see another instability in the volcanoes, and I feel it's all part of this very volatile energy. That's maybe we definitely going to see more solar eruptions, and we know that solar eruptions are triggering the volcanic activity on Earth. Okay, so 10 of Swords. So in September we see an ending of some sorts. Something, someone's leaving the, let's say, the global plane. Okay, it doesn't have to be death. We were thinking, you know, as I said, the fall of a candidate. So okay. Sometimes I'm getting this, you know, I'm talking about something and I'm getting this word in my head or this message, and I don't want to say it because it sounds ridiculous, but okay, I got Biden. Because it could be September, we see Biden not being able to continue office, for example. Okay? And then the Queen of Wands comes. Yes, so I feel Kamala could be taking over the business here because Biden is unable to continue his, out of whatever sickness or his mental state. I have no idea. We see the Swords is mental capacity, thinking, talking, and all this kind of communication. So we could see, that's my predictions, okay? So August, we see the fall of a candidate of the US. September, we see Biden going out of office, or out of the, you know, whatever, what's it like, the day-to-day, isn't it called going out of office? And Kamala taking over with the Queen of Wands, definitely. We have the Emperor again, look at that. Honestly, now the Emperor came in August and in September. I don't want to say, but it looks like the Emperor could be a significator for Trump. And the Tower again. Ooh. Okay, so I checked. Did you get that? That's crazy. Okay, I changed the deck. Okay, this is not, you know, you could be saying, oh yeah, the same cards came up because whatever, they're bent or something, and therefore it's bigger probability. So we see the Tower again, we see the Emperor here. So this could be again the fall of a candidate, or the fall, someone's falling from grace. It doesn't have to be Kamala, it's just like lying here. It could be a Trump, I don't know. But there is a big shake-up again. And look at this. We have the volcano here. We have the sort of hit by lightning here. So my first impression that September's not going to be big. So I might be taking that back, because it seems like there is going to be a lot of ground shaking kind of change. I want to say change. I don't want to say revelations, but obviously the volcano is like this explosive kind of thing, and more or less the tower also explodes, is on fire. So there is a lot of, volcano is fire as well. So there is a lot of dangerous situations here, I want to say, and very, very abrupt, sudden, scary kind of change and endings. Wow, okay, that's September. And yeah, so it just confirms the way I was talking about, me knowing a few people that have YouTube channels that are like, you know what, I'm taking a time out, I'm stopping my channel, I'm not going to do these predictions because it's all over the place and it's just like, it's going crazy, and I'll just sort of don't know what what actually I'm supposed to predict, because it's like, it seems to be going crazy. Okay. October. So, as I said, I'm gonna ask for the things that I sort of gathered from others, and a lot of people say October we could be seeing a new war or an escalation of a war taking place. Don't know. This is just by astrologers. It's obviously a very a month of high tension on the political plane, I think. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, but that's what I wanted to say before, you know. So I changed the deck, but I still got 2 or 3 cards of the same cards, and that really is often an absolute confirmation of what's going to happen or what's going down. So then if we get that from different decks, the probability is in the billions, to be honest. I was calculating that once. It's just, the probability is so crazy, insane. So, okay, you see the cards? I pulled them all. I have, nothing is pre-selected here, okay? So do not think I've been, you know, trying to pre-sort cards. We're doing it live. Nothing is cut here. This is what we're getting. I said October, what's going to happen? There seems to be danger of war, and what I've heard from others, almost civil wars in different countries or in increasing countries. Think of the UK riots and stuff like that. Okay, so the pathless, difficult decisions, lack of direction. And to me, again, is this, look at this, people grappling at each other, isn't it? So these people, and the pathless, I feel that's very fitting. Okay, these are people that have lost it. They have lost their direction. They don't know anymore. They've, and you know the saying, if you've got nothing to lose, you'll lose it. And here we have people that have lost their true north, their direction, and therefore they start, you know, grabbing at each other. But we also see, to me, that's also like crying for help, you know, help me, trying to drag or hold on to others for help. So I think this is a very, with the feeling attached, or the emotions attached to this card, that's a very deep card, I want to say. Okay, rediscovery, transition. Okay, this is the Weaver. That, to me, is a very different from this. This is a very volatile kind of, aggressive card in a way. The Weaver is something that's finding closure. That's you sort of something, creating something out of chaos, I want to say, because that's first all the strings are loose. There's nothing there, and then with the process of weaving, a pattern emerges, and also with the eyes, so we get clarity, we see, we realize things, rediscover things. And I also like the transition, okay, because could be a month where things are turning or taking a different turn. Anima Mundi. Okay, so this is the spirit of the world. It's the Latin for anima is the spirit or the life force, and mundi is the earth or the globe. So to me, I'm thinking this is a global thing, yes. So this could be, when I'm thinking war, something that has a global impact, and it could be really this escalating of this. Okay, we have a king here. Normally, to me, the king is just God, is just a different sort of symbol for God. But what I get here is with the king, this is the ruler of a country. And so this could be something where it's literally, because like the king, this is not so much, head of, it's head of state, not, the prime minister or something. And he is very clearly the one in control. And with the red here, I don't know, but this could be China as well, because it's this one person with all the power. Let's see what we're having. Okay, Nine of Swords. Yes, very much connected to the Pathless. The Nine of Swords is a card of nightmare, worries, anxiety. So this is something that will trouble a lot of people. They'll be losing sleep over this situation. It's going to be very worrisome, very much a heightened anxiety of how this develops and where this is going to be. So Temperance, I like it. Okay, so we have, there are two different things. Okay, we have this is the worry, this is people being, very concerned, very distressed, worldwide. So there's a focus, on something. Everyone looks at this happening. And here on the other card, on the other side, with Temperance, this is someone seeking, this is like diplomatic. This is, diplomatic effort to sort of harmonize, balance, quieten this. And I see that with the Weaver as well. So we will probably see heightened tension, but I'm not sure if it will sort of continue to be a full-blown war or something, because I feel there are considerable efforts to calm the situation, to find a solution here. Very positive. Okay, King of Swords. Yes, so King of Swords and the King. So the King of Swords, obviously, he has a weapon. He's ready for battle. Okay, so this is a very aggressive kind of king. So we could really be seeing there's a leader that they want the conflict. They are all for the conflict. They're not shying away from actually battling it out. But here we have the Magician. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing there is someone and the Empress. Okay. The Magician and the Empress. So there is definitely a huge effort here from, who could be a female leader of state. Could be Kamala, if she sort of, if we continue from, if Biden sort of steps down and Kamala is going to take over as vice. So it could be Kamala and I don't know who the Magician is, some other head of state, with considerable efforts to keep that in check. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for October. I'm a little bit hopeful here because I feel that this whole aggression, worry, critical thing where the whole world is sort of holding their breath and being like, oh my God, it could be an attack of one country to the other, and we're all like, oh my God, how is this going to escalate, da da da. But I see there is a considerable effort here of keeping things contained, I want to say, and to not escalate into a bigger conflict here. So that is something that I'm really very hopeful for. Okay, so that's October. So I'll have to remember when's the election in America. I think it's in November, isn't it? Because, I mean, normally I don't really look that much into the US, because I'm sitting in Australia and we're just like sort of only peripherally affected by what's happening. But we have to be clear that what's happening in the US will give a signal to the rest of the world how to, treat with the, how to go into treaties with the country, and also the direction the country is going to take in the future. So let's do November, and I feel, if I'm correct, November is the month of the election. Let's see. Hello guys, so I'm doing for all the people that have, I'm just looking at my chat, that have joined later. This is a YouTube and Twitch stream. I'm not doing personal readings. We're doing 6 months global predictions. Okay. So we arrived at November, the month of the US election. And let's see what we can read from the cards here. I don't know if I can, I don't think I'll see who's going to win the war, but I'm going to probably have a look at the ongoing energies here. Okay, let's see. Are we taking this one? It's like sort of, it's turning, so we're taking it. So let's see what we've got. The judge. Okay. So again, black and white, a card of making a decision, maybe even whatever the what's it called? Your highest court, making a court decision. Maybe it's again a disputed election here, where they're like, the others, and Aletheia. So Aletheia is also the truth coming out. It's this black and white. It's things being, divided. It is because we know, okay? We also have the black and white here, but we also have a little bit of grey. And but together, definitely, this is something where we're like, there's going to be a split. There's going to be a divide. I don't know if it's going to actually be, a court that's going to decide something, but we definitely see here a very huge gap in people's opinions, and everybody's judging and everybody's saying, Aletheia is like this, having found the truth, okay, and both sides will claim that. The guide, inheritance correction. Okay, interesting. So what I'm seeing here, and I feel that the imagery is very important. Okay, because this is the bell. What's the bell? This is like, imagine if you have the last round and I'm sort of ringing the bell, or I'm like at an auction, okay? Okay, the bids are closing, so this is something, we have a lot of keys here. We have, is that an open or a closed door? That's a good question. And there's something pouring out. And to me, that is really, I want to say is going to be, we are going to be alerted of something that was contained for a while. Look at the locks, everything was locked away, and there's a big truth coming out. This could be connected to the judge here. So maybe this is all the, the dirt they're going to throw at each other from the past. The botanist, parenthood, legacy. Ooh, okay, so legacy definitely speaks of this because the botanist, this is, you need to care for something, for a plant, you need to nourish something and let it grow to then reap the reward. So this is whose legacy are we seeing here, or are we discussing here? Maybe it's even the legacy that is going to be destroyed by all of this stuff. So I'm seeing that definitely, I think, is maybe around the election, in the campaign. Three of Wands. Okay, new leadership for the next stage. The Hierophant. So the Hierophant, or the Hierophant, is the High Priest. Okay, so we don't have that. We are in a secular thing. So the High Priest, who could that be? But we have here he used to be the decision maker. Okay, what the High Priest said was the verdict. So I'm really seeing that with the Judge here, with Aletheia. I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of claims, a lot of trying to, get the courts. I'm pretty certain trying to get the courts on their side, or disputing something. Because Six of Wands, okay, we're going to have a clear winner. Six of Wands is the person winning the thing. So we're going to have a clear winner, and a clear sort of, it's not going to be, it's not going to be a close race. There's going to be a clear winner. But Judgment, again, look at this. Yes, we have Judgment, we have the Judge, we have the Truth. So we have the Guide here. So this is definitely my conclusion here. The Ten of Wands. Okay, and something that's been going on for a long time, that's been weighing on a lot of people, or something that's been carried on for a long time, is coming to a close. I don't know what that is. This could be a lot of responsibilities. This is some heavy load, but this is also this could be the campaign also, because it's an ongoing thing with a lot of work, a lot of effort put into this. So I'm thinking we're going to see a clear winner, but the other side, whichever side that is, will absolutely do everything. Call the high courts, dispute the situation, dig out some dirt, try to destroy sort of their past, or their past achievements, try absolutely to sort of destabilize, have this whole thing nullified or reversed in a way. So that's what we're going to see, and it's going to be make a lot of noise. Okay, there's going to be a lot of noise and a lot of turbulence with the result of this election. But I feel the election will be quite clear. Okay, it's not going to be small. It will be a distinct winner, but the other side is going to try and completely shove that out of the window. Okay, so now we have December and January. And as far as I remember, January is inauguration. So that's probably when things are coming full circle, let's say. December. Normally December, beautiful month of, preparing for Christmas or the end of the year. It's where things normally die down a bit, but apparently not this year. There wasn't really a lot of sort of specific predictions that I heard for December, other than things could be sort of culminating and become more and more volatile. We're going to see in the in the aftermath of this election, obviously. Don't know what's happening with the war. I haven't seen now something that could pertain to this like conflict between countries. I feel that everyone's so sort of focused, or the world's more or less focused on the election, that they're going to hold their horses for the month of November. But December comes around, not sure, this one, maybe, but I'm also feeling this one. Let's put that on too. Okay, December, what are we seeing? The medallions, or the medallion. This is a win, okay? This is like the Olympics, look at that. This is, you're very close to the win. Maybe by December, we have overcome all of this turbulence of the candidate winning, and he's really sort of very close to actually taking office or winning the presidency. The cartographer, a crossroads exploration. Okay, so I'm seeing this is a map. Okay, this is exploring. This is a map. This is the world. We see the like the directions here. We see the map. We see calculating, seeing. I'm thinking this has to do with international treaties, coming to conclusions, making maybe like whatever it is, international new rules and so forth. We have again the adventure, but this sort of makes sense, okay? The cartographer and the adventurer. So this is someone who's going out to find new things, responsibility, expectations, crossroad exploration. So I feel that the new candidate or the new almost president will have a lot of expectations upon them. Okay, they will be highly expected to, change it all. We have seen in the past that's rarely happening because all the administration stays the same normally, and they're going to just continue what they've been doing. But so I feel they're thinking about really radical changes in the politics with this new candidate. Yes, Knight of Swords, okay? Going in quickly, trying to change and push and sort of a fight for the new stuff. It's the white horse, so this is fight. But we also see they have a lot of, wind blowing at them. So this could be a lot of, they have to, they're struggling with a lot of resistance by the administration, by the people, by whatever they're facing. On another note, it does have sort of a fear of aggression, war. We'll see. The other cards will have to clarify. King of Wands. Okay, so before we saw Kamala as the Queen of Wands, now we have someone different. Again, the confirmation. So the King of Wands, leadership. He's the head of state. He's the one that tells the direction. But he's also commanding this guy here. So we could see troops. Okay, this could be soldiers, troops, army, which I don't really like, but we'll see. Okay, Four of Cups. Interesting. Because the Four of Cups is something they're quite reluctant to take on this cup. So, but I would be thinking, okay, someone who runs for president, why would he then sort of be like, not really sure if I want to take it? This could be the people. Okay, so that the acceptance in the population is very resistant. Okay, they're not very happy about the outcome. Well, obviously, half of the people won't. We have this magician again. Remember, the magician came up when we saw the conflict and the empress who was a female head of state, and this magician who is from a different country. So definitely this is the head of state from a different country. It could be the UK, although I don't think that the UK has that much of, international political power. I'm gonna have to see who the magician is here. It could be Russia, could be Putin, because this is someone who's very powerful. And I'm like, the new UK Prime Minister doesn't fit this image. So this could be Putin and the moon. Okay, so there's something that's so we could be seeing two sides here. Okay, I'm getting it. So the new state, he could be really trying to a peace offer to whatever, Russia, okay? And they're like a little bit, we don't know if we want to take that, because we have here the control, the world, here the responsibility, the expectation. So I feel they want to sort of, this is like a volatile, this could be a war zone, okay? And they want to sort of make peace here, the new leader. And I feel they could be conversing with this one. But it's, they're quite, then we don't see yet, because the moon card tells us we don't know where this is leading to. But I feel there is diplomatic, there's going to be diplomatic pre-talks, because this guy isn't president yet, okay? Or this person, I'm saying guy because it's a king, but we don't know. Could be a female with a very, strong energy, just like with a very male-dominated energy. But we see that they are in pre-talks, okay? This is because we hear responsibility, expectation. So this is into the future. They're like, if I inaugurated in January, I'm gonna, hey, what about, can we get into peace talks and so forth? But with the moon here, and we also, I have to have a look if we have an eclipse in December. I'm not sure if we do, but this could point towards a date. So I'm going to have to check back on that. Or we'll just do that straight away, won't we? We've got time. I've got a little time. We're in December, so it's only one more month to go. Let's see if we can find eclipse. Eclipse December. What are we? 5 eclipses. What are we having? No. Okay, so there's none. Do we have one in January? Normally that's eclipse season is over, so I don't think we have. Don't see one. Okay, so then we just see, it could be a full moon as well, the full moon in December as a date. But definitely I'm pretty sure the more I'm thinking about it, that will be that the new soon to be president could be getting into talks with Putin and about ending the war there, which I think is positive. Okay, I like that. So, but last month for the 6 months forecast, this is January 2025. We will see an inauguration, hopefully, and but I've heard people say that the difficulty for this sort of who's becoming president will still not be over. So let's see. What cards are we taking? I think we take this pile for last. for January 2025, inauguration, what's the energies around that? What are we going to see as a global sort of impact that we could be having? I'm thinking there's something that... Ooh, now I pushed it back in. Okay, if I pushed it back in, then we're going to try again. We get 2 more cards, please. And here they are. Okay, so let's get these 2. So I like how you see that sometimes, you're wanting to do something and the deck is just not cooperating. So this is pretty clear. This one, yeah, I would take this one as well. And I want to take my new archetypal deck. I like that. I've got 2, but I don't know. Well, we take 2, whatever. Not sure about the second one. I was very sure about the first one, but did the second one just go out with it? I don't know. So, January. Let's see what we're having. The Healer. That's positive. I like that. So this seems to be that the situation or someone is trying to remedy the situation. And the Sustainer. Very beautiful cards of someone who tries to fix things. Okay, tries to... Yeah, maybe tries to work in fixing this gap, this discord, this difficulty, this arguments that have obviously arisen from the from the election. So we have the Smith. So this is like a blacksmith, I guess. We see the hammer, we see the anvil. It says overthinking and taking action, but to me, okay, yes, it's definitely the taking action with healing and sustaining, but also to me, back in the day, what does the blacksmith, yes, he's doing weapons, for example, but he's also fixing things. If I have a broken, whatever, blade or a tool, you could go to the blacksmith and they would sort of melt it in, fix it, repair it. So I like that because yes, it's kind of with a force, obviously, with a hammer. So you can destroy things with a hammer, but you can also, as a smith, you can mend it. And that to me is that it's going to be a strong hand here. Yes, wanting to heal and sustain, but also with a very strong impact or force. And then we have the Thief, seizing the moment and selfishness. Ooh, interesting. So, yes, so this could have obviously a few different things. To me, these things look like coins, although if you look at it closely, it looks a bit weird, but I feel this is money, this is value. So with the Thief, this could mean, again, we could see a market crash or a market reaction to the new president. Okay, whatever, markets going down or people taking their money out of fear of losing. So we see something's been taken. I don't think that's pertained to the president or to the new president, but more so to the surrounding. Okay, they're wanting to, I'm really seeing they're wanting to take the money out of the stock market or whatever in fear of this new thing. So, okay, Knight of Wands, very motivated for the new office, having passion, focus, motivation to move into a new direction. Ace of Pentacles, also new beginning. Okay, he's really excited about this new pathway, new job, taking it on. 3 of Cups, yes. So joyful, partying. Their people are going to celebrate. He has a supportive day. The president's going to have a supportive part of the population, obviously. They voted for him. Still, the other party is Four of Cups. Again, we see not excited, not wanting to, even to the point where they're like, don't want to work together almost. That whatever other party that had lost is really sort of reluctant to even work together in Senate or whatever it is. And the Nine of Wands. So a lot of people very standoffish, very like personally hurt. So this could be, yeah, the politics, this could be the populace. And also very kind of putting a wall up, not interacting, not wanting to sort of, at a certain point you will have to, even if you voted for someone else, you will have to sort of try and make amends with the one that became president. And I feel that that's going to be very difficult. And people will have almost like a grudge, a long-lasting grudge of we're not engaging with this, we're not abiding by the rules, we just do our own thing. Maybe even something like, the Nine of Wands could really be something like we're putting the walls up. We want to, as a state, for example, we want to split, or we want to leave the union. We want to do our own thing because we're not engaging with this new thing. So yes, it stays turbulent. To me, I don't see the assassination kind of, or the trouble for the inaugurated president, as some people had said. They were like, oh yeah, he has to be careful to not be assassinated. The Nine of Wands, yeah, I mean, this could be the president that is wounded, but it's not. It's very faint. The thief, again, could be taking something from him, wanting to take their lives. But I don't think that's not enough. That's not strong enough for me to be actually something I would consider here. If I wouldn't know about people predicting that, I wouldn't read that in the cards. If I know about it, I could read it in the cards. Not that strong. I don't think that's going to happen. But I think that the new president will have the support of only half the country or half the people, and the rest will definitely be thinking about doing their own thing almost. That could be something that they're like, we don't want to partake and we do our own thing. Okay, so my batteries are about to die. Thank you so much. I hope this was interesting to you, and we see you with personal readings soon. Bye.